it's Liz. I am doing a little bit better with my breathing this morning, so I thought I would hop on for a quick video and show you what I've been doing over the past couple of days, and a quick tutorial on how to make ruffles, these cute little ruffles, without a ruffle die. I've been seeing these on a few of the embellishments channels, Craft Purge and Mommy and Me Crafts. I think she has a few things, older videos with these ruffles in them. And like I said, I'm kind of late to the game with these ruffles, but there is a die that you can get, and I believe it's a KS Craft die, but don't quote me on that. And I didn't have the die. So I was like, okay, how can I do these without a die? So I don't know if this has ever been done before. I haven't seen anybody do it, but make sure I'm still in frame. So I came up with, I have a banner die. So I am using pink, and hopefully you can see the color. I'm using pink and black only because I am using the Luna collection from Prima Crafts and Frank Garcia this year for a few things, and just thought I wanted to make some of these ruffles, and I was like, well, you know, I really don't feel like buying the die, so how can I do this without the die? So this is what I came up with, and I hope you find it pretty useful too. So basically you take a banner die, and I am going to show you how to do it without a die, because I know some of us don't have the luxury of having a die machine, and honestly, my die machine is literally ancient. I got it. It is a cuddle bug. That is how old it is. If you are as old as I am, you will remember the cuddle bug if you've been in the crafting world. And I still have mine. She's still going strong. I thought I would, I honestly thought I would upgrade to a, you know, a big shot or something like that. And then I thought, you know what? This baby is a workhorse. She does fine with me, so I'm not going to. So all that chatting to say, I do have a die for these, but I will show you without the die. So basically, you're just going to take your banner die and you're going to put it together like this. And I am using Fabri-Tac today because my art glitter glue seems to have bit the dust for some reason. I was just using it and the little tip came off, so I'm going to have to get a new glue bottle. So you make it, let's see, these are just about 4.5, not quite 4.5 long. So you make them, I would say, maybe not quite 8. Let's see what they come up with. Yeah, like 7. So I make these about 7 inches. Let the glue dry a little bit. So I'm going to put both of these together. Then I'm going to run them over to my sewing machine. I have not figured this out without a sewing machine, so I apologize. If you guys think of a better way to do this without a sewing machine, let me know. You could probably glue it if you really want it to. I just find, like I said, the sewing machine is super quick and gets me the results I want. So, like I said, if you have done this or have done this without a sewing machine or know how you can do it without a sewing machine, leave it in the comments because I would love to know. So we're going to let that dry, and I think that's about dry enough. Yeah, that's dry enough. So basically, you are just going to take it and fold it up and back. Let me see if I can do this. Yeah, up and back, and back, And like I said, the folds are going to go every which way, and you're going to fold some of them down and some of them back. And see how long this one is going to be. Pretty short because I made my folds big on this one. And you're just going to take it over to your sewing machine. This one didn't come out super great, but it's workable, and I will show you what the short ones look like in a minute. So hold on a sec. Do what you do while I'm over at the sewing machine, and I'm going to sew this really quick. My sewing machine is already set up. Maybe it is. Maybe my pedal is here. So I'm going to take this. It's already on. Back stitch a little bit on the end. And anyway, so then you have, oh, and I need scissors. So then you have this. And yeah. So that is the quick little tutorial on how to do that. And like I said, this one just happened to come out short, but that's how you do it, with a die. And then I'm not going to bore you with sewing that one. You get the gist of it. You're just going to bend it back and forth, and however you bend it is how big it's going to come out. And like I said, you can probably bend it a little bit better than I did in this one, but I kind of like the short ones too, because, you know, if you're working on, if you're putting them in your junk journal, sometimes, you know, your pages aren't that wide. I think like my junk journals, I think the widest page for me is about, you know, like 5.5, because you fold that 8.5 by 11 in half. So about 5.5 is about as big as I get. And sometimes, you like the short ones. So anyway, I'm enough talking, but I did a whole bunch of them, and here's some of the longer ones. This is with the bigger banner. So these are with the bigger banner, and they came out a lot longer. This is another short one. See, these are another short one. So anyway, that's that. And that is that. So let me get my little cutter out here, and let me get a piece of paper, and I will go into my scraps above, and let's do an orange one. I don't have much orange. See if I have enough. Oh, that's very bright. Let's go with, let's see if this is, I think that's big enough. This is just my scrap bin. Like, seriously, I keep all my scraps in those envelopes I get from the Dollar Tree. I'll show you here. Loud, I know, because they're loud, and I hate that. They're loud. Anyway, if you can see that, I keep my scraps in these lovely envelopes from Dollar Tree, and I know that's really close. Let me pull you out a little bit. See if I can pull you out. Oh, sorry, that's like really terrible. Anyway, I keep them in these poly envelopes, and I keep all my scraps by color. So these are pinks, reds, oranges, and then I just keep them in, let me get you back down again. I keep them in, oh my goodness, Elizabeth, talk, magazine folders, and they're right here above my desk on a shelf. And yeah, so basically you're gonna take this, and I know this is my little cutter, so I'm gonna see if I can do this. I'm just gonna cut it off here and here, and then I'm gonna cut it off. Let's see, what is this one? I believe this one's an inch. It is. So this is just about 1.25 inches. So I'm gonna cut it at 1.25 inches. See if I can get it straight at 1.25 inches. There's that one. And then there's this one. Let's see if I can get this one straight. 1 inch and 1/4 on this one. Push it up to the top, all the way to the top, Elizabeth. And we'll see. That might not be straight because, you know, I'm a little crooked every once in a while, but, and Siri is now talking to me because I moved my arm just the right way. So I am actually going to keep this one longer. So basically, you are just going to cut up the middle like this, and then cut to the edges, or cut to the middle to make your points. In case you don't know how to do this, cut up to the middle to make your points. So now you have your points. I'm going to do this one. Cut up to the middle, cut up the middle. And I am using the Tim Holtz little scissors, and they are actually really just the right size to do banners. They're really kind of a no-brainer because when you do it, the point kind of almost always ends on that. And so, you're gonna love this. I throw my stuff on the floor. You should see my floor right now. It's kind of crazy. So I throw, yeah, I've been up since 3 a.m., believe it or not. I am an early riser. So I am an early riser. An early. Today was a little bit early, like even for me, but normally 3:45 around there, I'm up. I just like my mornings to myself. And then you are just gonna glue it and then do the same thing. See, this is a little bit off, like this one's not quite one. This is just a little bit bigger than 1 1/4. But anyway, you get the gist. So you're going to do that. You're going to fold it. You're going to bring it to your sewing machine. You are going to sew it. And that is how you do it without a die, which is fabulous because sometimes I don't want to bring my die out and I do it this way. So hopefully that was good. And now I am just going to show you them. Let me pull over my little bin of goodies of what I've been doing over the past couple of days. And these are what I've done with the banner dies. So we'll get that, move that back. So these are with the Luna collection, and I've just decorated them with a little rosette, little chipboard sticker, and I do have to glue this one down again because if you ever use these, that sticky on the back is not good. But my little machine is giving me trouble again. It's old and I love it to pieces. I love making little words out of it, especially for Halloween. I think it's just gives it a little fun little touch. But my poor little machine is going. So there's that one. And then there's a little ghost, and I got these, like I said, I've just made the rosettes. I've cut the crepe paper in half, and they're little teeny rosettes. So that is little teeny rosettes, and cut them in half and just use the tiny attacher to attach them. So I've done a whole bunch of those. These leaves, these glittered leaves, I got at Hobby Lobby in the fall section, and they're really cool. They came in a package. I think there was, oh my gosh, there had to be like 20, maybe 20 to a package, 25 to a package. Anyway, they're fun, and I really like this orange with this Prima collection, this Luna collection. I think it goes really well. So there's that one. And then there's this one, and I got these pumpkins also at Hobby Lobby in their fall section. So there's that one, and then there's this one, and see, this is just a bigger die, and not folded quite as much. And then these are not quite folded as much either. So these are kind of straight folds. So you can do whatever you want with these. I mean, seriously, these little ruffles are fun, and I feel like it gives it a little bit of texture. So yeah, those are the ruffles. And then of course yesterday's video, you saw the tickets. So I did those. Did another one last night. I did this one last night. So, and these actually are all dies. And I have been getting my dies, off of Temu. So that is my, I try not to spend so much on Temu, but it's so much fun. And, I, don't have any, what am I trying to say? I don't have any haul videos. Don't really feel like I want to do a haul video because I don't really buy that much, but I buy bits and pieces. You know, I buy like $15 at a time. So maybe I should do like a collective haul video and show you. But I think right now I'm good with Halloween. So these are my tickets. And then I've been doing, this is just literally scraps. I mean, these are leftover. These are literally, I think I showed you in yesterday's video. This is my scrap bin. Oh, how to get it. Anyway, this is my scrap bin. And literally, that is what I've been doing with my scrap bin, is just little bits and pieces and bobs. And then tags that I've gotten off of my porch prints and backed with some parchment cardstock that I got at Hobby Lobby. And yeah, so got tags, and then I also have this is one of those AIs. I think I told you in yesterday's video. If you didn't watch yesterday's video and yesterday's tutorial, it was how to make those tags without a die and without a scoreboard as well. It's with a scoreboard and without a scoreboard, so I'll link that video below. But these are the AI drawings. I guess they're drawings, paintings, artwork that my son has been doing, generating for me. So these are actually all my own. And then I just have these tags. So yeah, this is honestly what I have been doing, and this is what I did at the cabin this weekend. This was kind of my project all day at the cabin. It was, my husband was putting in a rainwater collection system, which we are so happy about. But of course, this week is going to be beautiful and no rain. So we're like, oh, of course. So yeah. And then I have like a little bow die and more little tickets, and I do have to put holes in the tops of these. And so, yeah, like I said, I'm not sure how much you want to see, but these are all my creations. So I have a whole mess of them. And this little guy, if I can find the video, I'm sure I can find it in my library somewhere in my history of this video on how to make these, and they're super duper simple. So it's basically just you circle punch, and then you cut it into quarters, and you cut it into halves, and put them together, and they make little witch hats, and then you decorate them. And these are actually, this spider web is actually 3D printed. My son has a fabulous 3D printer, so he's been printing stuff for me and AI generating stuff for me, and so he's having fun, I'm having fun, and it's been great. So I made a bunch of these little witch hats that I am going to use. So back to the cutesy. You know, I have some cutesy, I have some regular, but I do tend to like this kind of stuff better. But for some reason this year, I was all about the cutesy at first, and now I'm getting into the more spooky, creepy, regular colors. So yeah, anyway, and then back to this one. I got this, I love this broom, and I got this from, oh my goodness, I'll link her channel, and she's got an Etsy shop, and she did scoops. She did surprise Halloween scoops. I am drawing a blank on who she is. I know it's Lavender. I know her Etsy shop is Lavender Lane Vintage. And she's on Etsy. She also has a YouTube channel, Simply Nikki, Simply Home by Nikki. Anyway, she did Halloween scoops, and this was in it, and it's the only one I got, and I was like, oh, I have to do something with that. So yeah, that's what I did. And then just little ghosty tags, little this, little that. Anyway, I also made tassels this year, and this is another 3D printed from my son, 3D printed skull for my son in a little potion bottle, and a mix also from Nikki's shop. So yeah, I will link Nikki's shop below. And this is another small little tassel I made. And this is actually, some of this is going up in my Etsy shop today. If I can get my rear in gear today, seriously. Like I said, I haven't been feeling good over the past, well, month, literally month and a half. I think I had the C word at the beginning of August, and I just haven't been right since. But that's it. That's my projects over the past few days. I have been busy creating, and so I hope you like this video. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. And thanks to all my new subscribers. I really appreciate it. Thanks to the ladies who commented on my videos. Yeah, I will catch you in the next video. Thanks.